There we go. There it is. Okay. All right. Now there's no noise in my headset. What is happening? What did my computer do? Okay. I can hear myself. Amazing. Professional streamer, by the way. Aha! Here we are in Eternal Embers. Nothing has happened. Outskirts. Da. El Bigo. I need the El Bigo. Okay, you're making me hungry now, mate. It is after lunchtime. It's snack o'clock. I need snack. Rip Bozo. You guys know Bozo the Clown? That's what they said when Bozo died. Rip Bozo. Bozo the Clown. $40 minutes. Okay, that's wait, 2 p.m. my time. It's wait, you brush teeth at 8 p.m.? Are you grandma? Free Harambe. He dead. Harambe dead. R.I.P. Harambe. Is that like an Andrew Huberman approved technique for a longer life? Brush teeth at 8 p.m. for optimized youthfulness. Okay, when was that? Okay, I need to check logs for because my whole PC crashed. I need to check logs, figure out what piece of hardware failed. See if it was like maybe drivers. Huh? Verdant plate. Do I have this? I don't remember if I have this. This is a really good nature defense piece, obviously. Do you know Andrew Huberman? Howard, you say his name?
What a great day!
You'd know him if you see him. He's like giga big health influencer, super big health scientist. Double veteran piece. Look at this. Veteran. Is that chest piece? What did I get? Veteran immortality somewhere. What was that? Oh, a bow? I didn't know weapons can roll immortality. Crazy. Okay, it's less cool because it's a bow.
Your inventory is full.
Your inventory is full. What piece failed the owner, of course. Hey. If I cared about your opinion, I would never let you know.
Slayer of the Telkin, it is an honor.
It is an honor. Kerplunk, that was mean. That was mean, Kerplunk. You can't be mean, it's the internet. Okay, we need some blues. No, blues are okay. Cocaine.
Farewell.
I wonder if I would be a rock star in a different life. Yeah, you'd probably, at best, you'd be you have groupie energy, Naomi. You know what a groupie is? You just like follow the band around. And you're kind of like a cheerleader. You just follow the band around. That's the closest you'll get. I don't mean that in a mean way. I just mean like, you know, you have like you have groupie groupie energy. Maybe that does sound mean. Yeah. Okay. Well, all right. We have 105 million gold. We go Gamba real quick. We got a Gamba. Time to Gamba. Always Gamba. When in doubt, Gamba it out.
Fine weapons. Look at them, the best.
I missed a leg.
I have more.
Got something to store?
In here?
Something interesting?
Where leg? Oh, this is a quest item. No. It's a quest item.
Mind if I make a sketch of these in my journal?
Can't sell it.
No funny business.
It's time for Gamba. 105 million Gamba.
You'll be back.
I'll be back. Here we go, boys.
Good luck.
Left side. See, yeah, same deal. Quest item. Yeah. Quest item. 1, 2, 3, suck. Wow, yo, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legendaries. Sheesh. Yo, Hail of Tinkerer. What the beans? You guys see this? Sadly, it's an intelligence piece. Hail of Tinkerer intelligence piece. Weird. Super weird. Super weird. All right. So, and also none of these are giga rare. The dark depths are fairly rare. And I think I have the rest. I might not have the war helmet. But I think I have the rest. So kind of unlucky. But I also just won't really complain. I just won't complain.
Coming here, this wagon held 2 steers of cedar planks.
2 steers, eh? Well, you know what? I was really hoping I could craft a divine artifact. I mean, we still could, but this is just a little overwhelming, so I think I'm going to deposit everything after we clean up. But this should, okay, as long as I don't stop moving, This should be the last day, basically, on this character. So that is a good thing.
You will find everything just like you left it.
A suit of armor worthy of Belisama.
Belisama. Damn, dire devouring. Nice. Good rolls. What was the hail piece? The wraps? Did I not pick them up? Here they are. Boots. Boots. Hail of Tinkerer boots. If only they were actually strength-based items, or even dexterity-based items. So you can get dexterity from the gambler as well. So.
Check back next week.
Do we waste time picking up yellows? I think I could save a lot of time by no longer picking up yellows. And also, also no longer crashing. That would be helpful too.
You can't hold anymore.
Maybe we'll just do this set of yellows and then
Yes?
call it quits. Yes. This should get us to right around 30 million.
Enjoy.
Maybe I need a driver update. I'm pretty sure I know what's wrong. I recently did some work on my PC and I didn't replace thermal paste.
You can't carry anymore.
I put a couple of pieces in there.
Magical trinkets and wonders from
And
all
I just
over
need
the
to check
known world.
thermal
Purple. Yes, right
paste on
here.
my CPU. I'm pretty sure my CPU got too hot. I was a little too aggressive with the sometimes the fan gets loud and it's like not super annoying, but
Maybe next
I made a
time.
custom fan curve. And I think it probably got too hot. Well, I have to check the log though for sure to see what actually failed. Because you might be right, it might just be a driver issue. Also, I updated OBS recently,
You can't carry
even though I updated to a stable version of OBS. You know, an update is an update. So there's all kinds of stuff I can check, but if only I had the time, you know.
Check back next week.
There was a PlayStation game called Driver. Yeah, it was. I'm trying to remember if the first or the second one was set in San Francisco. Where you were like in the basement of a parking garage. Yeah, one of the Driver games was set in San Francisco.
Your inventory.
For
You
sure.
have no more room.
For sure, dude. Blame everything on drivers.
Another one.
Oops. Didn't actually mean to do that.
Jesus guide you.
Second one was Chicago. Okay. So maybe I'm thinking of the first one. I have a really weird memory. You guys want to hear? You guys want to hear a weird memory? A really specific weird memory from Kerplunk childhood, or like, yeah. This hold on. Let me juggle it just to make sure I'm not crazy. I mean, I am crazy, just a different type of crazy. Oops. Driver game. I'm pretty sure it was Driver game. I know I played it on the PC. Yeah, it was this one. Yeah, it was this one. Where does it say? Miami, so San Fran. I'm pretty sure it was this one. Now on to the random memory. I'm in my living room, my dining room, where our family computer is, and I'm playing Driver, and I'm like going down the like really steep hills of San Fran. Okay, and this is the personal sharing time. My parents raised us very religious. And the specific memory of when I got this game to play on the PC, my brother was not home for some reason, but my parents had 2 people over to interview my dad to become a deacon in the church, which is like hard to explain what a deacon is, and has elevated responsibilities, not just a person who goes there in the congregation, whatever. But I specifically remember playing Driver on our family computer during my dad's deacon interview. I don't know why I remember that. So stupid. It's such a dumb, just super random memory. Okay, welcome to the life of Kerplunk. My dad is hopefully rest in peace, was accepting a deacon position while I'm stealing cars in the family room. This is funny. Just funny. Same word in German. Oh yeah, yeah.
Check back next week.
Yeah, you know. If you know, then you know. Check back next week. Would anyone use this? What is this?
Bro, what is that noise coming?
Okay, look, stop the. I gotta be honest. This is old man boomer rant right now. The trend and the method of same person acting and responding to themselves, pretending to be different people. Oh, it just drives me crazy. It just drives me crazy, bro.
From your mouse. So Ragnarok sent out their Ergo Strike 7 mouse, and you know I had to check this thing out.
Don't care. Dislike.
Heard is one of the 3 recoil settings it has.
Looks lame.
A mouse with recoil. You had my.
Looks lame. I would never use that. I would never use it. In normal Atlantis, I have Drod Legendary Staff Green. What that mean?
Look at them.
What that mean?
He's escaped you.
Delivering wooden goods across the Mediterranean.
Okay, let me go to the main menu. Let me clean this up real quick. Out in the woods. What are you talking about, Neo? Who's out in the woods? Hello, Manoli. Okay, so I gotta be careful here. Look, for now. Listen. For now, listen. Don't think about it. Just do it. For now, I do kind of want to keep this stuff for this current character, so that we can craft. And I do have a crafting tab. But I'm just going to keep this in the current Grail character vault so that I can dip into it. Kerplunk, you're using non-solo self-found items. No, I'm not. I promise. Okay, done. Okay, that should be good. Numbers might go up. Oh, I don't have the thing open. Rip the dream. Yeah, so I went up like 20 items, I think. So like almost another 1 full percent just from the formulas and such. Okay, once more into the fray, boys. Finally, once more into the fray. Naomi wouldn't use it. Yeah, it's a waste of money, but also it's kind of like one of those things where like, maybe you make fun of like how much people are into keyboards, but keyboards is a very popular obsession with people, and people frequently upgrade their keyboards just to try out how it feels. So I kind of get it, but like at the same time, I don't get it. I just save my money. Wait, do we go in here? Yeah, keep going. Oh, dude, it's bugged. It's bugged. Oh my god. You have an Elite Huntsman keyboard for 2021. It's very good. Did not break. Despite your rage attacks. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was gonna say. Like the peripheral companies, like that industry is booming. Because everyone's like, ooh, I gotta try out the new switches. Ooh, I gotta try out the new mechanical switches. Ooh, I gotta try out the new gel membranes and all the customizable. It's just a huge thing right now. Ooh, slap RGB to the RGB, and you know. And for some reason I get it, but it's kind of like the shoe market. Some people really like to have new peripherals. Some people really like to have new shoes. And then some people buy shoes, you know, once a year, if that, not even. So very utilitarian. If you got a nice keyboard, you buy one and it'll last for a long time. There's not a lot of people that are actually like that. So it's interesting to see the differences and stuff like that. But so for that peripheral that like gives recoil when you're shooting your gun, I don't know. Like I get the concept, but it's just not going to catch on. What resistances do I need? For EE, I'm playing Contemplator Staff with elemental damage at every purple item. I mean, I would it just rotates a little bit. Ideally, you would have as much as you can capped. You definitely want Vit Res capped, and you want poison and bleed as high as you can. In certain areas, you can let bleed fall off, like I'm doing. The only time you absolutely need to think about bleed res is in the Sobek plateau or the Sobek area where you fight these lizards. But basically, you should have as much as you can capped. You can let Fizz res be a little bit lower, but this is one of the most ideal resistances to get. But I would recommend everything at 80 that you can possibly get, honestly. Yeah. You're not a shooter gamer? Hello, Dre's Nox. Yeah, this is hardcore. Yeah, 0 deaths. Bleed and vitality. Yeah, you should try to get vitality as high as possible. That is something I recommend people capping in basically normal, but bleed res is a little more rare to like really need. But when you need it, you need it. You need it. Ellie res is the easiest res in the world to get. So here's another way to look at resistances, at least in Titan Quest. If you're not capping resistance, you should then subsequently increase your health or other resistances, or other layer of defenses. So if you're not capped on res, you should think about increasing health by a significant margin. You should think about try to increase your dodge or avoid projectiles by a significant margin. Right? So those are the kind of concepts that I would recommend trying to lean into. If you can't get a lot of armor, try to get a lot of phys res. Right? Yeah, anytime you do damage whilst using Aphrodite's favor, you have a chance to mind control someone. Went the wrong way. PoE hardcore incoming. Oh, is it live right now? Might have to check that out later. Hello, Arnold. What a channeling run. Indeed. Indeed. Yeah, Demon's Blood gives bit res. You can farm up Demon's Blood with double Vit completion bonus, like I've done here. This legendary Demon's Blood has 85 Vit res on it. It's not guaranteed to roll with the completion bonus of Vitality res, so you might have to do a little bit of farming. But yeah, Vit res is pretty easy to cap, honestly. Armor handling, yeah. Let me just pull up for reference. I'm just going to show you at full points. You get and transmit armor in a radius. So not only do you get, sorry, that's battle awareness. I lied. Sorry. What do you need? Armor handling? Armor absorption. That's the mechanic you're probably misunderstanding. You understand strength requirements for armor and shields, but armor absorption, by default, every armor absorbs 66% of incoming physical damage. If you're incoming 100 points of damage, the maximum your armor can absorb is 66% of where it gets located. Let's say you get hit in the chest, you have 100 armor on your chest, and you're going to be hit by a damage source of physical of 100 points. You will absorb 66 points of damage, so 44 points will income. Armor handling increases multiplicatively that absorption value. So 66 times 16%, right? So it's 16% more effective. So what does that go to? 70, whatever it is, 71 absorption, right? That's the way it works. I don't know if I can dumb it down even more than that, but basically it makes your armor absorb more physical damage. That's the easiest way to think about it. That whole stat, you can find armor absorption in a couple of other places too, and they all stack that way. It's not an absolute stacking. It's multiplicatively. Armor absorption, I don't know if it's capped, but you'll never get it at 100% because of math. Armor protection is just more armor. I don't remember if you can access in-game or yeah, it might not be in Grim Dawn, or it might only be in Grim Dawn, but you can see combined armor values, and then your absorption is not tallied up anywhere in Titan Quest. By default, I'm pretty sure Grim Dawn has the same values. By default, it starts at 66%. Oh no, actually Grim Dawn I think changes it, but it works the same way in Grim Dawn. Armor absorption, starts to work the same way as it does in Titan Quest. The values are different. When you get hit by a 200 damage hit with 100 armor, you absorb 66% of 200. Grim Dawn shows the absorption values. It starts at 70. Oh, 70. Okay. Okay. So I guess a little bit more explanation. Armor protection is flat armor. It's a little confusing. I wish they would not have used that language. But when you see 10% increased armor protection, that means you get 10% more combined armor. And armor absorption makes your armor more absorbing. That's the best way to think of it. And I would only full send armor protection and absorption if you are like defense mastery. Or like maybe Earth Mastery. It's like you don't really need to focus on armor too much unless you are focusing on armor exclusively. And even then, it's way better to just add physical resist.
Your inventory is full.
But that being said, you actually can get some bonker amount of armor in this game from items. Damn. Look at these spooky bats. Then get messed up by Draconians and Makai. Yeah, at this point, it's worth mentioning that, you know, armor used to be a lot more valuable when Physres was a lot more rare. But now that Physres isn't nearly as rare as it used to be, you know, full stacking defensive ability, full stacking armor is just not as helpful as it used to be, basically. Physres is just easier to get and more effective, essentially. I'm not saying DA and armor is bad. I'm just saying, like, Physres is just a little bit easier than it used to be. Damn it, I'm stuck. Hello, Mr. Andy. Hello, Wheezy. Hello. Hello, gamers. Cleaning crews. You're at a job and a dang cleaning crew's in my way. Just just hanging out. Yo, nice. Well, happy to see you, man.
You have no more room.
Soon your shift will be over. Look on the bright side. The grass is always greener on a better fertilized lawn. That's the saying. That's how it goes. Okay. We're done in here, right? Oops, wrong way. 4 more houses to do? Oof. Oof. Is this a new character? No, I'm level 75. Yeah, I'm level 75. Big 75. No, please. Please. Okay. I thought I was crashing. Damn.
You can't hold anymore.
It's my least favorite boss to fight. Kind of generically speaking, probably. Good question. I would say. Damn. I would say let's do base game only, because they added some really annoying bosses in DLC. Base game only. Most annoying boss to fight would probably be Masika, and I guess that's not even technically base game, but you know what I mean. Masika the bird in Act 2, in between Fam and Memphis. I really hate fighting that boss. I mean, some builds can kill it, no problem, but Disruption and her attack patterns are like kind of annoying.
You can't hold anymore.
Something like that, I would say. Yamguai is annoying too. Kind of just depends though.
Axes, daggers, swords. You name it, I have it.
You name it, I have it. Speaking about armor, there's a stat here that tallies up your bonus armor and your armor from jewelry, right? I just put on honor guards, which has 60 armor. If you hover over your armor, your combined armor, it'll show that your jewelry, or where all your armor is coming from, essentially. So this is a good one to keep an eye on. The bonus stat, however, sometimes gets a little bugged, especially when you're like multiplying your armor. So just keep that in mind. Wait, don't I have an honor guards in here? I think I should keep that. Indomitable, Socrates. Damn, Divine of Tiger. That thing is so good.
Fight bravely, stranger.
Can I be of help?
Oh, this is what it feels like to chew 5 gum. Have an empty inventory. Oh man, look at this. It's so nice. I can breathe. I can breathe. Does it have hit res? Oh, so I don't know how it works exactly in Grim Dawn, but you basically have 40% chance to be hit in the chest piece, 20. So it's 40, 20, 20, 20. So your chest piece, you get hit basically 40% of the time. So that's the one you should focus on if you're gonna focus on high armor. I don't know the numbers in Grim Dawn, but yeah, it's essentially the same. Where's this path at? Am I blind? Oh, here it is. Hello, wandering off, Moo. It's similar. Yeah, exactly. Kind of sad they didn't scale shield block downtime with gear instead of block chance minus. There's a stat called shield recovery. There's a stat called shield recovery. So what is it? Where do we get it from? How do I show you this? Let me just show you a I can't describe how it works in Grim Dawn, but I know that block works very different, or like kind of fundamentally different in Grim Dawn than it does in Titan Quest. I think maybe if I show you from TQ Calc, quick recovery. This stat here can be found on shields and I think a couple other items, but this minus 74% shield recovery. Shields have a 2.5 or 3 up to 3.5 seconds block cooldown. So shield recovery is essentially block cooldown. and it's capped at 80%. So you can get through various sources 80% cooldown recovery on a 3-second block window. So there's still somewhat of a cooldown, but you can at least reduce the cooldown. So look out for that shield recovery stat. It's on a lot of shields. It might be on some amulets and stuff too, but yeah, you can reduce the cooldown. And just to show you this, let me make sure I have a fountain. Let me make sure I have a fountain. Yeah, okay, fountain's right here. Let me show you this in the vault. So as an example, you can't see it in game. It's annoying, but as an example, the 3 Venom Shield has a 30-second block recovery, and so the block cooldown, the block recovery stat, reduces that cooldown. I think Shield Ionius has a 2.5-second one. Yeah, 2.5 on the Abyssal Shield. Shield Ionius has also 3-second. Right, so this cooldown recovery on that, shield recovery is how you reduce the cooldown on block. Shield recovery stats a bit more rare. Yeah, but I mean, the way block works in TQ is, if you block any or all of the any of the portion of the incoming damage, you block every component. So like let's say a fireball that has pierce, poison, bleed, and physical damage to it. Let's say physical damage is 50 points. That's really easy to block. If you block that 50 points, if that passes the block check, any of the additional incoming damage from that spell gets blocked as well. So it's way more OP than, those are low numbers, I'm just as an example. So it's way more OP than I think in Grim Dawn. You must block all you must have the full value to block it, is my understanding. So that's one of the reasons that there's a longer cooldown in TQ, I think. Does Eternal Embers has such good DLCs? I'm not already able to test because I've only one character on legendary difficulty. Yeah, I love Eternal Embers. It's the longest and it's the most I would say difficult. It's the final chapter essentially, and so it's a kind of a build tester, I would say. But it is one of my favorite to explore, yeah. Is there distance damage with bows? The further away you are from the enemy, the more damage? Nope. Nothing like that in TQ. The only distance-related stuff for projectiles is, like, increase projectile speed. And it's not even distance, really. Will I play Grim Dawn when the expansion comes out? Yeah, when the expansion comes out, I'll absolutely play it. What's the point of the flying word minion near you? Oh, it's a Storm Wisp. He is one of the most important minions for Storm builds because he gives Eye of the Storm buff. When this buff is up, he transmits to you and your allies 150% elemental damages and 45 cold and lightning res, right? That's at 12 out of 8, plus 4 to skills. So that's the point of him. He does have a small attack, and he also has arc discharge, which is good damage. But you pick him up for the elemental boost, basically. That's the issue because you scale the block amount and chance, but then you can block once every 3 seconds regardless if you're 5 or 85. Yeah, but if you want to block more frequently, you have to get that cooldown recovery. But I don't, there's actually not an issue. You know what I mean? Because you can reduce the cooldown of block. You just have to, you know, focus on it. This is not like Half-Life 3. Wake up, Mr. Freeman. The right man in the wrong place makes all the difference in the world. What do you guys think? That's my G-Man impression? So, wake up, Mr. Freeman. It's a little rusty. Needs work. Okay, I saw polymath. Oh, the tomb is blocked. The tomb is blocked. I'm stuck. I'm literally stuck. Weird. Thank Zeus for the unstuck button. Let's try this again. Going this way now. Yeah, I think the only other, hello? Sheesh. I think the only other expansion that I like as well as this one is, for testing your build, that is, on Legendary, is, Atlantis for the, and basically the Endless Dungeon. The Tartarus Dungeon is awesome to test your build. You know, it takes quite a bit of patience and stuff to get there, but fighting Tartarus boss at you know, 18 to 20 clears, that is a very serious boss. Damn. Oops. I'm standing in blue. Oof. Dude, every time. Every time. Please. Okay, this area coming up to the south, this is, I was talking about this earlier, the Sobek guards, these lizards. Not all of them, but some of them have very, very serious bleed damage. So it is worth, like, considering bleed swap pieces, especially in my scenario, because unless I'm during, unless I have a potion going, I'm at minus 65 bleed. During a potion, I have minus 15, which is good, but it's a little spicy. We're gonna have to use CC if I'm not gonna swap gear, which I don't think I am gonna swap gear. Yeah. Okay, so then out of buff, need to go this. Damn it. Those beetles are super annoying. Yeah, fear the lag. Yeah, lag in a single player game. Am I right? I actually can't remember if I have the 4 gig patch installed, but the 4 gig patch does help smooth some of this stuff out. So I would assume since I reinstalled my PC, I didn't repatch the game. No.
Need more energy. Need more energy.
Oh, I never lost buff. Okay, good. There we go. Oh, those are friendlies. Hello, friendlies. Hello, friendlies.
Just careful where you put everything.
What did we get here? 18 strength. Dude, these clubs here, this poison damage, it is the implicit. You can get nasty completion bonus on this Desert Dwellers Club. This thing is nuts.
That's it, we're out of space.
Nuts. Nuts, I tell you. Okay, there's a Sobek tomb to go in down here. I think that's where my last Eternal Embers character died. And that character was also a mage. Go figure. Mage bad. Energy leech. It's not bad. Pretty interesting bonus. Oh, I have 2 blues. I'm glad I checked. Wow. I'm glad I checked. I'm gonna go back to Greece. 1 hour and 45 minutes, El Bigo. We love the El Bigo.
Going out there, don't go unprepared.
Naomi's getting an El Bigo.
Buy what you need here. Until next time.
Hello, SMV. Hello, SM. What's up, gamer? I can't read. You should get an El Bigo tattoo. My wife and I are gonna get matching tattoos for either my 40th or her 40th. I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't know when it's gonna be. I don't know where it's gonna be, but it's gonna be. Just gave up. That's cool. Yeah. It's, yeah. My brain is exploding all the time, everywhere. Have a very good stream. Thank you. Thank you, friend. Yo, what's up, Bacon? SM Wookie? Isn't there a song about that? He did it all for the Wookie. The Wookie. Damn, that's some good damage, boys. Oh, I missed a bunch of yellows.
No, not again.
Seems like a dead end. Unless you got some brain powers. Look at that. Secret passage. Ooh. Ooh. Huh? Come on, dude. I'm never gonna beat this campaign. Let me check out the 4 gig patch. Hold on. Hold on. Let me just make sure. Now, where do I have Titan Quest installed? Hold. It's not here. It's my other drive. It's not here. It's my other drive. It's not here. It's my other drive. Hey, I found it. Okay, good. It's on the F drive. F that, dude. All right, I'm patching the game. 3, 2, 1, go. Executable fully patched. Good. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, we go again. It's not full guaranteed to fix everything, but it's worth a shot. All right, where am I at? Secret passage was over here, right?
Death to you.
Death to you. Yeah, here it is. Well, we didn't crash. Yo, monster infrequent baby, heretic staff, fog. +4 heat shield. It rolled cold damage. Boo, boo, boo. If the mob kills you, you want to break stuff. It's just one of those days, you know? It's just one of those, titans. It's Titan's way or the highway.
You
I
can't
get the boomer reference, I promise. Boomer. It's the chocolate starfish and the Titan flavored water. I uninstalled League last weekend, 4 days. I'm still sober. Kerploo crazy. Amy's going Kerploo crazy. Huh, purple. I'm pretty sure we have Hera Shield already. Where is that? There it is. Pretty sure we have this already. Let the bodies deploy. Yep. Wait, is there nothing? Oh, I was gonna say, is there nothing else here? What the beans? Yeah, here is one of these caves. It's not the circuit cave. It's the other cave, but the other cave that has all the lizard, the Sobek lizard people. That one's juicy.
You can't carry anymore.
I can't carry anymore. I don't care anymore. I told myself I was going to stop picking up yellows so that we can beat this game, but it's not happening. It's not happening.
These are dangerous times, stranger. Better to be well prepared.
Okay.
Fight bravely, stranger. Storage? Caravan storage?
Oh no. We're out of space completely. Whatever will we do? Okay. Want to buy more stash tabs. When will stash tabs be on sale?
Your goods are safe with us.
Okay, how much gold do we have? 60 million? 42 million. Oof. Oof. We broke, boys. I can't afford no pokey cookies. Okay, so I think we just need to go, actually need to go north for Thieves. Uh-oh.
Need more energy.
I hate these beetles so much. Huh? Yeah, here we go. Thieves Borderlands, baby. There is a side quest over here you don't have to do. But it always makes me laugh because there's a couple of there's many references to the Brendan Fraser Mummy movies. And it's in this side quest over here. Yeah, Channeler's pretty easy for a couple different reasons. Aura of Tranquility is really, really strong. This one here. 33% damage, absorption, and then 16 Phys Res and 33 Ellie Res. Like that makes your character just inherently like crazy strong. Then I have pretty good resists otherwise. Like during potion I have capped poison res, almost 0 bleed res, which is good. Getting to 0 is ideal. You know, if you're playing with curses, you want to swap for bleed for sure. And then everything else is capped. And then 46 Phys Res is just busted. Just busted resistance. By the way, guys, this is the reference to one of the, I think this is Mummy 2, the second Mummy film, Benny. There's a scene where Brendan Fraser makes fun of Benny, who is a guy who kind of like betrayed him. And Brendan Fraser says, "Looks like you're on the wrong side of the river, Benny."
I think I'm on the wrong side of the river.
That's the reference there. If you didn't know, now you know. Now you know. Okay, I think the antidote quest is up here. We might skip it though. Here's the city of Thebes. This is a massive city. I don't think I'm going to explore. I do actually want to get my character to the next portion. But this city is huge. I kind of wish they would have done a few more quests out of this zone. But
smiles upon you.
You know, beggars can't be choosers, I guess.
Hello! What a great day!
What is it?
Okay, we're good. Yep.
Such.
Hello, Fabby. What's up, gamer? Where is the prince, king, whatever he is? Oh, here he is. Oh, by the way, look at all these guys. They have the royal guard shield. They have this one. Shield of the Royal Guard. It's pretty cool. Nice touch.
Who are... Wait.
Hey, bud.
Well, and here A claimed there would be no more audiences today. Who are you? If he let you in, it must be important. Speak, soldier. I understand. 3 things. First, you must slay my father, or rather, the husk that crossing in and out of Osiris's realm has surely turned him into. Please understand that these words do not come easily.
Kill my dad. Sounded pretty easy to me.
To this kingdom with his mad cult of Aten, I am still his son. And this, having to see him die and then be slayed again, I would not wish it upon anyone. Even so, it has to be done.
We know what to do. Murder. Time to murder. Here, we can portal out. My character looks fabulous in the dark because all of the R's and Wisp. Yeah, wait, you don't like my beaver helmet? You don't like the beaver helmet? This hat is Red Fist. It's essentially the Red Fist, the Age of Pan stuff, which are the Atlantean kind of like lion hybrids. But I rolled Hallowed of Permanence. I can't take that hat off. That hat is nuts. That's a good hat. He says I hate it. Hey, you know what? You're not the only one. You, sir, are not the only one that hates it. You're not alone. I love it, though. I love it. Monster frequency, yes, can drop with hallowed prefix, exactly. I mean, good luck. Good luck, but they absolutely can. With one exception, monster infrequent helmets from Ragnarok. Monster infrequent of all kinds in Ragnarok do not drop with the hallowed prefix because they roll exclusively chest piece affixes, but other than that, then yes, absolutely. Is there one that drops often enough that's worth farming? Yeah, maybe Act 4, what are the Lamias? What's the Lamia hat? Hold on, let me try to show you. What is the Lamia called? Hold on, let me browse it. I can't remember what it's called. Imagine. Imagine Revenant crown. Just getting the legendary hallowed Revenant crown. Imagine. What is it called? Did I pass it? What? I pass it? What the hell is it called? It has like poison and bleed res. It's like the is something is. Oh yeah, here it is. Oh yeah, I passed it. Okay, so this drops kind of frequently. Their MIs in general are not rare, and it's pretty good. Like the implicit's pretty good. Even if you don't need the poison damage, the poison res is nice, and then getting a hallowed on it is nice. I'm not going to tell you to farm anything. Another set of monster infrequent stuff that is fairly common is the Act 1 Gorgons. So like while you're farming for Stonebinder's Cuffs, you can get, I'm going to pass it again, but the Outrider's not super, I wouldn't farm the Outrider stuff, but the Gorgon stuff, here it is. The Sentinel's Helmet. The Sentinel is more common, in my opinion, than the Setheno's Wisdom. However, they're both fairly, and then also the Crown. All three of these hats on Epic can roll Hallowed. They cannot roll Hallowed on normal because normal is too low. End of Act 2 and early Act 3 is when Hallowed starts showing up. You can't get Hallowed on normal, like Setheno's or normal Stonebinder's Crown. So on Epic, you could farm Hallowed for this stuff, but I don't think I would recommend it. When you get a Hallowed monster infrequent helmet, you'll just be really happy, I think. So I don't know if it would actually be worth farming. I think you got 2 Archmage's hats. Are they worse than this one? I could go Archmage at this point. The reason this is so good is it's green. You're right. It can accept a slot, like a relic slot. And you can see that relic on there has 30 Ele res and 120 flat elemental damage plus attack speed. Then, not to mention the Hallowed prefix is Vit res plus to skills and health regen, and then the suffix is permanence. So the Archmage's hat's going to need to be. I actually don't remember that piece. Let's pull it up. So 30% elemental damages is really the only thing that's good on the diadem. So then that means we would get some damage, but I don't know if it would be more than 120 flat elemental damage from my auto attack, and then also from Shen Pao, and then the 30 Ele res, and then attack speed. It's probably not better than that, and then let alone the plus to skills and health and Vit res. This has no resistance, no meaningful resistance. Elemental resist is insanely easy to get. So, like, just as an example, it's really easy to get colorblind and say, oh, you're not wearing all purples. Why are you not wearing all purples? That's basically why. Is because those charms are so strong. What would be a better leg to farm for? There would not be a better leg on this build. Just generally speaking, I mean, okay, it's not that these are top. It's not that these are the best in the game. They have everything that I'm missing and a plus to skills. You could get a Eternal Embers piece that doesn't have the plus to skills that has like insane damage. So we could be farming EE bosses and stuff, but like as a general setup, there's nothing really better than the Demon Skin Walkers for mages. Those are probably the best boots for most mages. Oh, legendary head slot. Has anyone heard of the Crest of Hypnos? This would be top tier. Bleed res, skill disruption, Ellie res, bit res, pierce, poison, sleep, life leech, energy leech. It keeps going. Life leech, energy leech, stun, int, health, energy, regen, strength, sands of sleep. Like, we don't need the sands of sleep, but also fashion quest OP. You guys know what quest this is. We would win the fashion quest. We've already won the horse quest. We already won that one. Crest of Hypnos would win the fashion quest for sure. I mean, there's other good ones for sure. I think the Freya's helmet is pretty solid. What is it called? This one's pretty solid because of the damages, right? Yeah, there's plenty of good ones. You just have to get a good one to replace this really well-rolled affix combination. Where do you get the Crest of Hypnos? You can gamble for it in the Gambler, but it's primarily an Act 4 piece. Act 4 legendary. So bosses from Act 4. Nothing overpowered in the EE dungeons. Yeah, the immortal, what is it? Immortal. I can't remember what it's called. Is it Chaos? Here it is. This is the strength one. What is the other one called? Hero. I can't remember what the mage one is called. Hero. Oh, it is Chaos. Okay, so this one here is the strength, the intelligence one, and it's like really good for resist, right? 80 bleed. The attack that it gains is like fine, but it's like kind of just heavy resist, which, don't get me wrong, 80 pierce on a hat, 40 vid on a hat is pretty good. 80 bleed, but it's not, you know, it's just okay. I got 250 million for gamble. Atlantis orbs, I'm getting only Atlantis items in lower acts, or is it also drop Ragnarok and EE items? You cannot get Eternal Ember items from the Atlantis orbs. You can only get few select Ragnarok items, but you mostly get Atlantis obviously items and base game items. Because the way it works is, if you own Atlantis, that means that you own, you know, the base game. So you get Atlantis and base game items. If you own Atlantis, you would never get Eternal Embers items without owning it. So that's the way those work. They didn't retroactively cram EE items in there. They gave EE its own gambler. There's a currency called Electrum. This currency here. When you turn on curses in the very first town, you get this currency, and then you can go gamble for Eternal Embers items. Does curses change anything in the gameplay? Yeah, depending on the curse that you install, like put on your character, you take more damage towards the element that you turn on. Like there's a poison curse, there's a pierce curse, there's a bleed curse, and you reduce that resistance towards whatever curse you have turned on. And there are 8 different curses. The more curses you have on, the more energy that is reserved. The more you have a debuff to defensive ability. You have. I mean, you're cursed. You're cursed. I have a video on my YouTube channel somewhere. There's a command in Twitch to pull it up. I can't remember what it's called, but basically it's like turn it on when you're geared. You know, maybe don't play hardcore right away with curses turned on. But yeah, it's in the first town. You go behind. Instead of leaving the town Helos, you go to the left. There's a temple. And yeah, you can turn them on in there. And that's also where the gambler is. Okay, let's go kill this this cursed pharaoh. Purge these lands. I'm about ready for another Eternal Embers item. Damn. Gamers, I hope you got your suntan on. It's hot out in the sun. Speaking of, can you put lotion on my back, please? Come here. Put some lotion on my back. Yo, is that an item right there? It is. Oh, I lied. I lied to myself. I got myself hyped up. Just a regular shield. Okay. Into a spoopy catacomb. Oh, this is main quest though, so it's super spoopy. cooldown. I did not mean to hit that button. Dude, if only we had Icon of Zeus, then we'd be blasting with even more lightning damage. Ooh, Desert Brother. Speaking of lightning damage. Okay, here we go. It's time. Are you guys ready? I'm ready.
Burn.
Burn.
Burn. Burn. Burn. Burn. Burn. Burn.
Instructions unclear. Please repeat. Instructions unclear. He's almost out of energy. He almost got it. One more spell breaker. Oh, nope, never mind. He's got too much energy regen. Yeah, he's got so much energy regen. Holy crap. Yo, what's up, Xanthos? What's up, gamer? Nice to see you, dude. Burned by flame. I thought you burned by water. Yeah, hot water burn, baby. Yo, 2 uses of my cooldown? Holy. Can't be. Can't be. Do I think it'll give a release date on Saturday? Dude, I hope so. I hope so. It seems ripe for the it seems the right time, you know, on a showcase to release a release date. Yeah. I'm gonna be live covering it. I don't normally stream on the weekends, but I'm definitely gonna go live just in case. Don't want to miss it, you know. Yeah, I'm really hopeful.
You can't hold. You can't carry anymore.
Damn, no legendaries, boys. I guess I need to pay more money for Battle Pass.
You slayed him, I think. Curses with these undead, you never know. Yes, I know. What was I doing here all by myself? Let's just say, a few hours after you left...
Okay, bring back OG voice actor. Okay, so that's the end of the Egypt portion of Eternal Embers. Now, I didn't full clear. There are 2 or 3 more dungeons that I kind of missed or skipped. And then we have two additional areas for the Orient to explore, or the East.
Well, well. Look who has returned to my lair, and here it is.
So take the other toilet to go back to the East. I've been waiting for this moment for years. Yeah, dude. Yeah, we're all looking forward to Titan Quest. Titan Quest. It's happening, boys. It's happening. It's happening. We are Spartans.
Titan Slayer, greetings. I trust you bring good news. Heaven knows we need them, for the Suns have embarked on a seal.
I don't remember where we go from here. Is it out front? I can't remember. Oh, wait, actually, I forgot to complete a quest over here. Let's do that real quick. There's a quest to complete Bell schematics. You get, I think it's 2 skill points. Hold. Where is this troublemaker? Naomi, do you watch a lot of Ziz streams? Oh, here it is.
Turn back. Wait, turn back. Wait. Aren't you the...
Okay, so I don't want to progress yet, but this is where we go. Yeah, this here gives us...
Yes? Please.
Schematics. Hold on. Hold. Oh yeah, the bell. Yeah, 2 skill points. Yeah, we need to find... I can't actually remember this quest. I know you do it, like, basically in the city. I think you have to, like, kill these troublemakers or something. Oh, yeah, here it is, I think. Yeah. That's not it. Damn, where is this? Police brutality? Excuse me? Damn. I actually can't remember how to do this quest. I mean, it's not like I need 2 skill points. Maybe we just move on. Yeah, maybe it's time. We just move on. To the marshlands, boys. The only quest I force myself to do in Eternal Embers is the monster infrequent farmer, the quest from Bao. In the last section of the game, you don't want to skip that. You can unlock a vendor by just doing a side quest, and at this vendor you can, you know, buy with gold monster infrequents, and you kind of just vendor spam him until you get really nice affixes. They're expensive, but it's a really good gold sink and gambler, basically. There's also an achievement for it, so get the achievement, boys. Look at all these turtles. It's all turtles. Always has been. Always has been. What is this? What is this? Flashbang? Poor Steam name 0 hours out of 300 on record. Wait, he just doesn't like it. What is this? Just a negative review? Terms of service, tuning this game as well. Mods are bannable. Display of cheats and exploits is bannable. Well, where is their TOS? 2K TOS. March 28th, 2025. So this happened 3 months ago. Mouth breathing is bannable. Virtual items. Custom content. I mean, like, I would rather read this than this Steam what is it called? The Steam review. Because you know this mouth breather didn't. Maybe he did, but I don't know. Doesn't really affect me. I mean, I get it. Probably a shit company turning into more of a shit company. But what are you gonna do? Just sail the 7 seas, you know? Arr, matey. Why is Google telling me to donate money to save from the government? Google needs money for sure. They can't afford to stay in business, you know? Yo, Channeler OP, man. Channeler just OP. Oh, my wisp is dead. What the? How dare you kill my wisp?
You can't hold it. You have no more room.
I have no more room. Why is Firefox not donating to me for using? Oh, you're using Firefox. Nice. Nice. I considered switching back. There's another like gamer-oriented browser. It's still, I mean, it's still on the Chromium stuff, but I can't remember what it's called, and I was considering trying that as well. There's a couple of browsers I want to try out. But I use Google's enterprise drive stuff for work a lot, and so it's kind of just easy integration. It's not that you can't integrate with other stuff, but kind of just convenient. Lorem is getting its final update soon. You can finally download and log in. Nice. Have you finished, this is a two-part. Have you finished Tainted Grail? And if so, is it worth a second playthrough? I guess yes, but my guess is
you have no more room.
It's definitely worth another playthrough, but maybe that's one of those ones that you don't hurry up and play another playthrough. I stopped Tainted Grail in Act 2 because of bugs. The devs are planning to release a big patch soon. Ah, okay. Okay. I haven't really kept up on how many people are like maybe complaining about bugs. I know a lot of people are enjoying it, but that is something that kept me from buying the Oblivion remaster, is just like minor performance issues. And then, I mean, obviously timing too. I was like, but I also want to get Tainted Grail. I want to get Tainted Grail more than I want to get Oblivion. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a question that answers itself. Like, there's for Tainted Grail, I think there's like a lot of skills and like variety. You know, I haven't really talked to anyone that's kind of beat it all the way through. Yeah, what's up, Bacon? The strength of Tainted Grail is character customization. You play multiple runs, exploration, super. Okay, cool, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. That kind of, I've seen that kind of throughout the footage I've looked at. Main story's okay, setting's excellent. Yeah, the setting looks sick. NPCs are hit or miss. They just, yeah, bot stuff. It's more mature, dark Elder Scrolls game. Cool, very cool. Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm gonna play it. It may. Sadly, it may end up accidentally being a Christmas game, but I hope not. I hope not. Let me go sell real quick. Oh, you got 70 hours in it. It's really fun. Yeah, that's a pretty good. That's a pretty good praise from Naomi if she's played it longer than 10 hours.
The best scrolls and potions and so on
Pretty good.
and so forth. You know how it goes.
Because you know how it goes. Damn, what is that? Of pain? Sheesh. Something of pain. I don't know. I don't remember if the attack speed's the implicit on there, but that's a nice bow. That is a nice bow. Okay, so the attack speed is implicit on there. All right. So it's slow, electrical burn damage, and fumble. So it's just of torture, I guess? Yeah.
Is that all? Good.
Ah, my friend. You look weary. Can I take a burden from your shoulders? May your path always be even.
On venture difficulty, the game's actually challenging. Best part is you can outgrind the challenge by farming mobs to level up. Better items, better craft. Yeah, that's awesome. I think it's really cool to provide a difficulty aspect, and then also
just be sure not to burn yourself.
With patience, allow you to kind of offset it.
My pleasure.
That's one of the downfalls of like a scaling level scaling difficulty. Like if you're just going to scale with player level, that's one of the pitfalls. Is like you have to overcome the difficulty via more skill points, more stats or whatever. Because if monsters keep leveling up with you, it's just not enough. It's just boring. Yeah, then it becomes more of a skill issue rather than a numbers issue. Some people don't like numbers issues though. Like they prefer to earn skill by repetition, and then because their skill has increased. The only numbers that have increased is player number and monster number. You can leave it be and do some other quests and come back later. Yeah, I like that. That's quite nice. The infested bog, boys. In this zone, the developer dungeon is over here on the right, and that's where you can go fight Epic Mama. My mama is in the game. Your mama is in the game. Trying to remember where it is. Yeah, here it is. Here's the developer dungeon. It's hidden. We'll go in that later. Spoilers. If you didn't know, now you know. Damn. Wisp OP.
You there? Yes, you. Over there in that blood-splattered armor. This may be your only chance to converse with a true icon. So, I suggest you use it.
Look, it's the toad. Blessing of Jin Chan. Here's Jin Chan himself. Bless me, O Jin Chan. Give me your blessing. Give me your blessing.
Evans, that took a while. Are you one of those?
Okay, don't worry. We'll save you, Mr. Toad. We'll save you, Mr. Toad. Okay, this area here, not exactly this area, the next kind of part to this area is where we're going to meet Bao. This is the quest we absolutely need to not skip. For we are Titan questers. We do not skip quests. There he is. There's our boy. Hello, Bao. This quest here, upon completion, he turns into a vendor.
Demon ruined Bao dinner. Bao mad. You help Bao, and Bao help you.
I will help you, Bao. It gives you a key to the breeding grounds. Got to kill all the demons in there, and return to him for his reward. And Bao will help you out. Okay, how many pots do we have? 100. Wow. We got the Wukong. 25% pierce damage, 10% elemental damage, 40% poison damage, more stun duration, and total speed. Sheesh. That's a pretty good one. Okay. Moving onwards. Oh, this sword could be pretty strong. Actually roll on it. Strength and fire damage. Yep. Have I seen the Switch 2? Not like a close and personal, but I have seen stuff about it. What's up, dude? A friend of my wife's bought 2. She was able to get 2. And I think she's like selling one to a friend or something, but wait, it's today, right? They're available today. Pretty crazy, huh? Someone's playing Mario Kart, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's today. Are you a fan? Or like generally curious? I think that's where I'm at. I'm generally curious. I'm not a fan though. Damn. Curious in other ways. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, down Nintendo Corpo scum. I just wish, honestly, like the company with the least technical prowess, historically least technical prowess, wasn't the ones increasing the price. I just don't. It just sucks. And then also, like, okay, it's a necessary evil, but like advancement in technology and then using that advancement in technology to like charge higher price, I get it. But then there's all this like corpo middleman kind of greedy stuff, you know, cough cough Nvidia. Everybody hates Nvidia and like, right? And they're using Nvidia chips in there. And it's just like, you know, it just kind of sucks, honestly. It's just like really bad for the consumer. But because Nintendo fandom is so strong, it just doesn't matter. Just doesn't matter. I actually can't remember where the cave is. I think it's up here. How much they can get away with here. Exclusivity, yeah. I don't know, man. The hardware Andes care more about PS5 Pro. Yeah, I just mean like so yeah, I like, okay, when you put new stuff in a console or develop a thing, you have to recuperate costs of developing a new thing. You know, maybe you've changed partners in the case of Nintendo, going from you know, one hardware manufacturer to another, from Team Red to Team Green. And so most of the time, not always, but most of the time when a new console comes out, that console manufacturer is like basically selling it long term at a loss. You know, and then, you know, you make up the money with long-term sales to recoup your price. It just doesn't seem that way with Nintendo right now. And it's also weird because the install base of Nintendo Switch is so massive. I'm very curious to see what they do with an original Switch titles and such. I can tell you right now, they certainly will not drop prices. What's up, Underrated? You have Ragnarok, started playing. I went for Warfare build. Are there any go-to metas or leveling styles that are super effective? Yeah, meta's maybe the wrong word. You've chosen but really wisely to choose Warfare. Focus on battle standard. Enjoy dual wielding if that's your plan. It's great. Warfare's a really great starting mastery. You can't really go wrong. It just depends on what your play style you want it to be. If you're going full unga bunga melee, you've already chosen very, very wisely.
You can't hold anymore.
There's like too many things to recommend right now. What I would say starting out is focus on your strength, focus on resistances, and grind through the game. You'll find items and be like, ooh, I want to try this item out with this build. Welcome to Titan Quest. That is completely normal. Yeah, that's going to be completely normal for quite some time. Oh, you rune mastery, nice. So you're berserker. Yeah, berserker's a good time. Maybe there's a little bit of complexities as a new player. What I would recommend to you is focus on one damage type or the other, elemental or physical, and let the other be passive. But for learning the game, just kind of like just start leveling, basically. Holds a test of time. Yeah, it's my favorite game. It's my favorite game. Yeah, Titan Quest 2, hopefully release date announcement this weekend, hopefully. Now, don't misquote me. But we've got I closed it. We've got some stuff coming up this weekend. This Saturday there's a live stream for Titan Quest 2. There's like a game show, and Titan Quest 2 is going to be featured there. I'm going to cover it, so I'm excited. Get this thing here. Future game show. Pog.
Why did you come
This thing.
See, all I wanted to do was make things right. I wish you could yourself.
Titan Quest 2 is going to be there, baby. Hell yeah, gamers. I'll record it. We'll be live. I'll cover it, cut it up, and post it online, even if you can't be here. Hopefully they'll announce a release date. That'll be exciting. I'm not holding my breath, but it would be a perfect time to announce a release date at some sort of summer show. Makes sense in my brain.
Run along.
60 million. We could Gamba. We'll do at least one more Gamba. We'll do a Gamba after the boss. The boss is like basically, I have one more dungeon than the boss basically. Only level 11, trying to get strong enough to kill the Cyclops. Do you have battle standard? Do you have battle standard? This from Warfare, you go here. If you have access to battle standard, use that on bosses. This thing is really, really good. I don't want to guide you too much, but focus on trying to get this. You don't need all 10 points, but get a few points in there. It feels really strong. So that'll help you take care of bosses really easily. You got finals? What are you studying, by the way? And good luck also. Good luck. Oh, math finals, nice. Are you nervous? You'll be alright. You'll be alright, monster. You're gonna get through it. Through it. Oh, you split masteries. Okay, cool. So you've got, yeah, one thing that's a very good observation, by the way, is one thing with Warfare Mastery. You level slowly because not very much AoE. Yeah, it's true. Warfare Mastery is incredible about farming bosses, though. So you'll get there. Stick with it. Yeah, Monster, I'm okay. My day's been okay. Okay. Huh, purple. These are the boots. I think we got those yesterday. Here is the breeding grounds. Now you guys can go in here without the key. You just can't unlock this part. So if you miss the quest, definitely make sure you go back. Don't miss the quest. Do this quest. Oh, you know, let's see. We have enough potions to do this dungeon. And then we'll gear up for the boss. We're gonna Gamba right after completing the quest. to purchase monster infrequents. It is the way. I found your bedroom. Will I wheel for the next character? Sure. I could do that. I could do that. And we'll likely start it tomorrow. Maybe even Saturday too. Like I don't know what we're gonna do for a little bit on Saturday, but I definitely want to cover the TQ stream, and maybe we can figure out our build on Saturday as well. Yeah. I don't actually know what my new character would be. Do I have go-to zones for better XP and caves and stuff? I play, I think, very differently than a lot of players. A lot of players will like full clear. If I were you, in Act 1, there's a mortuary ground called Athens Mortuary, the mortuary in Athens. So you go a bit further north in Athens. There's a lot of skeletons. And by the time you get to Athens, you're like right around level 14, so you have plenty of skill points. I would kind of farm there if I were you, but farming early on, I don't necessarily advise at all. More defensive character. Yeah, I could totally just do that. I said to somebody that I was going to build a warlock, and there was one other build. Yeah, but maybe we just stick to, because I played a lot of mages lately, because I love mages, obviously, but so maybe we do stick to a defensive character. Maybe we play, because I played a staff, sword and board juggernaut. Maybe we play something actually actually not sword and board, actually not a hybrid. You can skip the Cyclops, yes. Yeah, you can. Yo, what's up, Igwell? What's up, dude? Nice to see you, man. Spear Warden. Yeah, I haven't played Spear, kind of played through in a while. Yeah, I'd hunting mastery start. Oh. Oof. You guys know how I love that. Yeah, maybe we don't spin the wheel. Yeah, let's not spin the wheel then. I'll just figure out something with the spear. Let me think about it for a little bit. $66 million. I'm leaving all this gold on the ground. When do we do Gamba? So, I mean, I usually do it at like 50 or 100 million. And my kind of plan right now is to turn this quest in, kill the boss, and then go Gamba. So, soon TM.
Demon dead?
Demon dead?
Demon dead? Bow sad.
You give shiny thing.
Bow happy. You give shiny thing. Team undead.
Look, so now you can shop in his stuff. And the cool thing about him,
Shiny
Bow
make Bow happy.
You give shiny thing. Bow help.
the cool thing about him is he has monster infrequence. Let me show you. If you didn't know, his first couple of tabs, he's gonna have Ghostbane, Northern's Axe, right? Let's see, other Ghostbanes, right? The Molten Jan. And he's always here, so you can get a nearby fountain and then just kind of farm him. He'll have staves too. Right? Fallen Seer's staff. The Gen staff. I don't think this one drops, so you have to buy it from him. I can't remember though. But anyways, if you guys didn't know, there's also an achievement based on it. Right, so just do this at least once to get an achievement. Okay, yeah, let's go kill boss. Let's go kill boss. And then we'll actually be done with Eternal Embers. Air quotes done. We still have developer dungeon. I still didn't do any of the endgame dungeons either with the keys, but this I'm happy to be done with this character. You guys have seen a channeler before. And we're pretty geared. I'm pretty happy with this gear. This could be our character we farm with later for the Holy Grail and such. So I'd be happy to call it. Kind of quits on this guy for a while. Damn. Boots again. Got these boots the other day. Sheesh. Scrolls? Yes. Yes, buy scrolls, use scrolls. Somebody on YouTube was struggling with Cyclops. If you go to an Arcanist or certain combined vendors, they will sell powerful scrolls that will help you get past things. I don't frequently buy them on some of my characters, but like low level, depending on the build. Yeah, scrolls are very important and powerful. But yes, Miko, good question, by the way. Let's say you're focusing on poison damage or like pierce damage and you're fighting Alistair. Alistair's a really good example of you should pick up a scroll. You just killed a ridiculously tough hero monster. Nice. Yeah, welcome to Titan Quest. Dude, you can have those those monsters spawn outside of the first town. Ever since like a patch after Eternal Embers. So you can be level 3, leave the first town and encounter those, you know, level 15 assassins and stuff. It's crazy. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? This is the end of the road for the Channeler, level 75. We've got pretty good resists. except for bleed. During potion or bleed is okay. 46 phys res. We have some pretty good gear on this guy. You guys ready for the big EE boss battle? Here we go, boys. It's time. Forgot you got to put in your coin. Please don't hurt me. I'm just a small boy. How did that hit me? There's no way that hit me. Oh my god, that stun is so long. Holy crap. I didn't buy potions, but I should have enough. He almost dead. Come over here, bozo. There we go. There we go. We did it, boys. Easy GG. He dead. You know he ain't gonna be in the second one. Wait, that's not me. I'm a mage. What the?
And so destiny has come to pass. At ease, I am not here to avenge my kin. You must not blame them. This was not an act of hate, but an act of fear. They took that which is forbidden. A record of the birth and death of every being, divine and mortal alike. It was then that the sons learned of their impending demise, fated to be felled by mortal hands.
They tried to change their destiny.
They made you the instrument of their doom.
You can't do that.
However, their flame cannot be extinguished.
Can't do that.
For it is tied to life itself. It was your fate to douse the flames. It is mine to rekindle them. Let the new sun stand as a beacon for all life to follow, and let the world revel in a new dawn.
We did it, boys. That's Eternal Embers. Hell yeah, baby. Okay, let's check out loot. We should have at least one item in here. I think he's pretty guaranteed to give you an item. Yeah. Oh, dude, are you kidding me? We got 2 non-EE items. That feels real bad. That feels real bad. And we already have both of these. Oof. Big oops. Cyclopean Barbs is pretty good. No, that's a pretty good roll. Got some trash, boys. Okay, yo, that's Channeler though. That's a wrap on the Channeler. Look, 0 deaths. Biggest killed monster, the Forgotten King, which is wrong, but feels good. GG, boys. That's our Channeler. Do you guys want to see our final wandering off big gifties? What the 5 gifties? Holy smokes, you don't have to do that, man. Thanks, homie. Thanks, dude. Yeah, you don't have to do that. Thank you very much. Clono 84, Ground Zero, Dudeson 666, Vago, and Gropos 1000. Yo, you guys got the gifty subs. Thanks, man. Thanks, wandering off. Cheers, homie. You guys want to see gear real quick? It has changed just a little bit since the other day. The biggest change has been use sacrifice. Big Ellie damage, some frostburn damage, percent lightning damage, flat lightning damage, attack damage, critical health, lightning res, attack speed, move speed, minus recharge, projectile speed, and +2 to Nadan. That thing is insane. Now, sadly, I used all my Forge quests from normal, epic, and legendary to upgrade items on other items. I would have easily upgraded this in a heartbeat, but that's okay. We've had Cestus for a long time, and you can see why. Pierce res, Ellie res, Vit res, percent intelligence, percent health. Those 5 items, those 4 affixes alone, sorry, 5 affixes alone is just like incredible. Some flat health regen, some flat energy regen, and recharge. That's just a solid piece. That's just a solid piece. Yeah, really nice. We've also had the hallowed hat of permanence for a long time. Super hard to give up. If you're gonna push like Tartarus and stuff, which I might try to do at some point on this character, because Channeler and Tartarus is a good time. If you're trying to push like Tartarus, you know, no curse, we'll definitely replace this with damage and survivability oriented gear. We could push another like 5 levels and start removing like Hallowed Hat and maybe Stonebinder's Cuffs, or like one or the other. Because you want skill points, but you don't need to lose all the plus skills. So getting like Crest of Hypnos here would be really nice. Getting this occult ring is just not very good. We could get a much better occult roll, and then if we got like occult of Tinkerer, that'd be god tier. There's also other better damage oriented rings than Chiron's Loop. This is very defensive oriented. We could get rid of this in a heartbeat. So there's lots of like optimizations we could do to this build. Lots we could do. Lots and lots and lots. But anyways, that's basically our gear. I do have one back bar set up. We had this staff for a while. Yeah, you could get a much better artifact as well. Yeah, I'd love to get the Icon of Zeus. Yeah, so we could drop Skyfire. Like you can get a lot more damage here. Now to be clear, 3,000 lightning damage. You know, in a frontal cone is nothing to laugh at. It's a lot of damage, but I think Icon of Zeus is better passive damage, way better passive damage, and the proc is way better damage as well. So getting that is just like would be priority. And then you would go into Tartarus and test it, like, you know, see how far you could go. But yeah, that's Channeler for now. Demon Skin Walkers, that's fairly new. We got that the other day. If you guys didn't see that, it's Pierce Res, Bleed Res, Ellie Res, Poison Res. those 4 items alone, top tier. Then it also has percent elemental damage, intelligence, and movement speed, and plus the skills. Like, these are just like top tier mage boots. Just awesome. So, okay, yeah. So you guys know the rest. Aphrodite's favor, same deal. Just tons of res, and then +2 to skills, and then a shitload of health. It's like top tier. This is not the only amulet that you can use for sure. There are much better amulets in terms of damage oriented. But like gearing up, you wanna get your defenses going. I think the Pendant of Scatty would be really good if we were like to switch into ice shards. I think Freya's Pendant is pretty good too. So there's a lots. So yeah, Channeler OP. Yep. Sweet. Feels good. Let's do a little bit of inventory management. And actually, let me go back in game real quick. Please. Another one. What runes? Thunderstrike. If I were you and you're doing Berserker, it's Berserker is, you got 2 options. I would recommend going here. So doing weapon training and then 10 out of 10 battle standard first. Okay, so this is level 9. Now I know you've already started, but let me show you the other stuff. The other option is at least 1 pointing Rune of Life, and then full sending Thunderstrike. You can also full send Magical Charge, but that's very expensive. So Thunderstrike is cheap. So if you went this route, then you would go same deal here. This is level 14, approximately. That's what I would do. And the way Thunderstrike works, is if you have if you have melee weapons, you will charge to your target and do a back and forth cleave. If you have thrown weapons, it will throw 5 projectiles for 1 weapon, and then 10 projectiles if you have 2 weapons. But it also adds total 63% total damage, and then 2 to 20 lightning damage. So, and it's got a really short cooldown. Where's the cooldown on here? The cooldown's pretty short. I think I'm blind, but yeah, just so you know, the reason you take it is cooldown's very short and it's a ton of damage. And then also the reason you take weapon training is for offensive ability for melee, and then but primarily attack speed. And then same deal here. This cooldown, 60 seconds recharge, plus the skills, tons of flat damage. These two will get you these couple of skills on a Berserker will get you through all 3 chapters at this without any allocating any other skill points, right? So what about charms? Just kind of depends. If you have free weapons, Valor of Achilles, this one here, Valro, that's the off brand. This here, 5 flat fizz damage, attack speed. The force completion bonus is another 8% attack speed. You'll just be attacking like the wind, especially if you're dual wielding. Getting one of these on each of the weapons is bis. And then early charms and relics is a little contentious. It's competing for a lot of slots, but Amon-Ra's Glory, when you get to Act 2, is great for just flat health. Your character will have low health. Berserker is fairly squishy outside of battle standard, so getting health is quite nice. And then early on, if you can get Dionysus Swineskin, Fizz Res, and health, if you're lucky, the health completion bonus, this goes on rings. rings and amulets. So wear 3 of these. It's ideal if you wear 3 of these. But you know, you just go with what you get basically. And then you can get Heracles' Might also has a health roll, but it's better for the strength. You don't want to spread this all over the place. There's a couple of really good completion bonuses: the health, the strength, the phys damage, the minus armor, and the pierce res. That's the reason this is good. But oftentimes you're going to get all this other that you don't need. Hermes sandal-on boots, almost always. I love my movement speed. You don't have to play that way. That's the way I play. Yeah, I think that's about it. Ankh of Isis, when you get there as well, you can replace one or 2 of your, phys res for health. That's pretty good. There's just a ton, but I got leveling guides for Berserker and all kinds of stuff that goes over charms if you want on my YouTube page. Okay, let me go town real quick. Is it worth restarting? I mean, that's up to you. If you're truly just a beginner, and you need a guide, I would maybe follow a guide. But if you don't need a guide, just have fun. Honestly,
do you need something?
I would not even worry about it. Like the best way to play this game specifically is experience it for yourself. That's my recommendation, but other players play completely differently. Can you respec later? You can take points. You can take points out of skills, but not the bar. And you can take points. You cannot respec your mastery either. So you can, once you get to I think it's the 3rd town, you can respec skills, but not the bar. And then attribute points, you can respec them much later, but it takes a while. So you're not completely screwed. You can also respec with third-party tools as well.
Blah, blah, blah.
If you're on the PC.
Trust me, your belongings are safe with me. Well, that sounded suspicious, didn't it?
Let's see here. Okay, yeah, we have 33 blue pots remaining. Okay, do you guys want to gamble and then start a new tune or work on a new tune? I think I gamble real quick.
It's all or nothing. We'll be back.
Okay. Oh, wow. Odysseus's armor. Nice. I don't actually know if I have this. And then, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. By the way, Gem of Dion Sanders and Amnon's Magnificence. This actually is Ice Shard, one of a caster's top tier ability. Right? Plus the skills, projectile speed, arcane healing activated upon killing an enemy. What this is supposed to emulate is attack damage converted to health, but for casters, it's it's not a one-to-one comparison, but when you kill a mob, you get healed. It was what their original kind of intention was to be. And you can see it's minus 40 attack speed, but it increases 40% casting speed. So it's definitely a caster and an ice shard slash knife thrower's dream. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, this could actually, we could actually use this on this character for sure. Yeah, it's a very nice find for sure. Very, very nice find. And then this one here is incredible for pets, by the way. Not only does it have flat frostburn damage on the ring, so when you auto attack or like throw, you know, stuff that transmits frostburn damage, that's a ton of frostburn damage. This frostburn damage, it basically has the amount of our staff, right? 400 lightning flat damage. This one has basically 400 frostburn damage. So it's huge if you're going that route. And then also if you're a pet build, all your pets get 300 to 450 frostburn damage. It's pretty cool, honestly. Yeah, if I was to use this, I would respec into ice shards. I would pull out of probably Huangdi's and then full pickup ice shards. Is probably what I would do. You know, just saying. Ethereal Veil, Starheart. Okay. Shield of Tinkerer, nice. Tinkerer shield's always cool. Let me sell all this stuff real quick. But anyways, I was gonna say every time we've gambled so far, we've gotten about six or so items, which is pretty good. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah. This Oedipus's armor, 30% reduction to all requirements is huge. That's huge. It's huge. Yeah, there's a berserker build that I did on my channel probably about a year ago. That's probably the one. There should be 2 or 3 videos. The first one in the series should just be called the normal build guide. Let me actually link it to you. Just make sure you're on the right one. Playlist. If you go to this playlist tab and then you go TQ builds. Here's Robe. This always rolls with shut up, Kerplunk. Oh my god, Kerplunk, shut up. Yeah, if you go to the builds, there's a berserker somewhere down here. Yeah, this one. Yep. Is there another item that gives you arcane healing but for melee? Well, I guess what I meant was the arcane healing spell is kind of meant to emulate what melee characters already get. Because when you melee attack with something called attack damage converted to health, there's nothing like that for casters, so to speak. Specifically ice sharders. Now, when you throw knives from the rogue mastery, you can get it to transmit, life leech, via certain life leech components on your gear. But there's nothing to help you get healed from killing mobs from casting. And it's not exactly the same one-to-one comparison, but it's that idea of when you kill someone, you get healed. And since this heavily penalizes attack speed, It's for casters, if that makes sense. So what you're asking about, though, is the attack damage converted to health. Feasting, right? This concept is everywhere on gear and components and such, and it really only works on auto attacking. You get healed via auto attacking. So that's a long explanation, but basically no. To answer your question, no. Yeah, Blood of Ares, yep. Do I think the DLCs are good? Yes. Are they necessary? No. Is the game on sale right now, guys? No, it's not on sale. Look. So wherever you're looking at picking up the game for, you can wait till it's on sale. It goes on sale for $5. Base game $5 is all you need. The DLCs are incredible and absolutely worth it. But just start with a small meal first, you know, and you can have plenty of fun with just the base game. So I am biased, and I will recommend people, if they enjoy the game, please pick up the DLC, but it's not necessary to have a good time.
Got something to store?
For sure.
Something
For sure, dude.
interesting?
Okay, so we got flat LE damage here. Stun. Damn. Only one LE damage from the Evening Star. It was like $7 with all the DLC. Sick. Yeah, nice deal. Yeah. Probably wait for summer sale. Yeah, I think 2 weeks or something like that. It's very soon. Good to have an opinion. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, no harm in asking, of course. Yeah, I'm a TQ shill. I'm gonna tell everybody to buy Titan Quest for sure, but you certainly don't need it to enjoy it and have a good time. There's so much content in the base game. Okay, do we archive this guy now? I kind of think we archived this guy.
Fine weapons. Look at them. The best.
Probably revisit him later, but she was a good time, if you know what I mean.
Enjoy.
Evening Star's always a B, yeah. But hey, I got one with, well, I got one legendary one with a flat elemental bonus. Buy one more orb, sure.
You can't carry anymore.
Did a warden seem noob friendly and felt really nice on normal? Yeah.
Another one.
Yeah, actually, it's funny. People are wanting me to play warden for my next character. And I'm not necessarily opposed to it. I actually think I want to play Slayer.
Jesus guide you.
But we'll see how chat reacts to that. Specifically a spear slayer,
Your inventory is full.
which means I can't be a puss and just dual wield.
What else?
But yeah, by the way, we could also consider farming with curses on this character. At least a lightning and cold curse. Like no problem dealing with the cold and lightning curse on this tune. While remaining 0 deaths. I think we could absolutely do that for a long time.
Big prizes. Don't be a stranger.
Yo, another vestment? Dude, it's a sign. And a Staff of Elysium? Oh my gosh, it's a sign. We're going cold shards.
You can't win if you don't play. Come back anytime.
It's a sign.
Cairo, you'll be back.
All right, I think I can get one more orb, yeah?
Ha!
Ha!
Delivering wooden goods across the Mediterranean.
Did we have another star about to be completed? No. Sag.
Knock on wood.
He said the thing, knock on wood.
Feeling lucky? We're always open.
It's always that last one, boys. They didn't give us anything. Boo! Give me my money back. Gambling addiction is real, yeah. Oh, I don't care. I will, yeah. Yeah, let's all say a prayer because there was a swear word spoken in chat. Don't worry about it, dude. At all. Does game scale differently with DLCs, or do you need to grind more before going on higher difficulty while having less acts? Complicated question and complicated answer. Atlantis is a very high difficulty spike on normal. Ragnarok is a medium difficulty spike on normal, but if you have enough gear from, let's say, chapter 4, that's in base game, Ragnarok is you're ready to go. Once you get gear from Ragnarok, Atlantis then becomes easy. Once you get gear from Act 4, Atlantis becomes manageable. If you go to Atlantis after Act 3, you might be in yikes mode. But then, continuing that discussion, once you get gear from Ragnarok, that is Chapter 5. When you own Chapter 5, you must kill Chapter 5 to go to Epic. But once you have gear from Act 5 on normal, Epic then becomes trivial until you get basically Act 3 Epic again. So getting new DLC, as long as you're geared to do the DLC, when you get the gear from the DLC, makes future chapters or difficulties easier. So scaling is okay. Just generally speaking, scaling is okay as long as you're careful about Atlantis. That's my long answer. Yeah. Do I have a link to one you can look at? Oh, for a Berserker. Are you asking about Berserker link? Let me give you these links real quick. This is for Twitch first. Let me copy all this. The data, let's see. Here is just the website. What you're looking for is TQ Calc. I don't have a build from that website to give you, but if I like endgame Berserker is essentially something like this. I'll build one real quick. We're gonna go fast. Yeah, we want Warwind. Never mind. We can go 1 point here. Skip these. Let's see. Max that. We can at least 1 point that. Skip these. Skip. We don't need seal. Definitely want offensive ability. Big offensive ability here. I will show 1 point in those. You know what? Do we get rid of... Hard to say which one I recommend. I'm just going to show you this one point here. And then... Just really depends on how you're going to gear. Just really depends on how you're going to gear. Between Onslaught versus Rune Weapon. If you're going to go elemental damage, well, I'll show you Rune Weapon. If you're going to go physical damage, I'll show you Onslaught. But because we're using Battle Standard, this is why I'm using Onslaught. Just know you have options here. This is a level 66-ish character. So I'll give you this link. This link here. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully it's not too complicated. There we go. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to combine Psionic Touch and Rune Weapon, charging Rune Weapon to then deliver powerful Psionic Touch. What do you think about it? Conceptually, it's a good idea. Mechanically, it's insanely annoying. Yeah. I mean, I did a weapon swap, staff / sword and board juggernaut, and I wanted to KYS like 1 minute into the playthrough.
Magical trinkets
that also sounds
all over the
terrible.
World. Tyrian purple. Yes, right here.
I think you would get negligible returns from that. So let's see. Do you have plus? So do you have plus to skills? What's the problem with You've got Rune and Dream. What is that called? Is that Shaman? What is that called? Cider Worker. So the problem... So if you have plus to skills, as long as you have plus to skills, this doesn't sound horrible. Wait. Yeah, I guess you don't need. I guess you don't need this. As long as you have plus this. So here's the thing that I find problematic with charging up Rune Weapon and then doing Psionic Touch is that if you have Psionic Beam, this is from the add-on, by the way. If you have plus 4 to skills, every other attack basically gives you the bonus with Psionic Touch. So you can get this bonus every other attack rather than letting this fall off and then recharging it and then every other attack. You're going to get this bonus every other attack rather than losing the charge. Do you know what I'm saying? You're going to mechanically, maintain this buff just to randomly or like seemingly randomly get the Psionic Touch. Whereas literally every other attack, you're just going to get this bonus. So unless you're really, really dealing a ton of, I don't know, you're just not going to get that much bonus from the Rune Weapon because the Rune Weapon's going to fall off. Yeah, Phantom Strike. Yeah, I think stacking this up and then doing Thunder Strike or Phantom Strike or Distort Reality is a better option. 2 attack replacers doesn't make too much sense. I'm not saying it's wrong to do it. I think these 2 aren't the best 2 to do it for, if that makes sense. Yeah. Another orb. Yeah, fine.
No funny business. Don't be a stranger.
Bummy Wumskis. Do you guys want to do one Tartarus run? Let me go pee, then I can think about what we're doing. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. 1 second. Okay, I've returned. Does distort reality use weapon damage? No. The way distort reality works is it's a spell that you cast. And if you have so vitality is governed by vit percent and intelligence, and physical damage is the 225 damage here is physical damage, so that's governed by strength and percent phys damage. Also, both of these are governed by total damage, right? So it does not use weapon damage. It's a casted ability. So you would not use psionic touch. You would use this to stack up total damage and elemental and intelligence. Okay, let me look at
sturdy chests made from our famous cypress wood.
Let me look at getting this boy out of our character creation screen.
Mind if I make
Let's
a sketch
archive
of
this
these in my
guy.
journal?
To the right place. Jesus guide you.
Coming here, this wagon held 2 steers of cedar planks.
We're all good. Let's clean up inventory real quick, and then we'll maybe theory craft a little bit for a new build. Where's my vault? Guys, don't forget, Saturday, I'm live. Like, hold on a second. I think somebody's here. Hold on. No, somebody was here. Okay, the whole plan was to clean up my inventory before I left. Sorry about that. Somebody. Yeah, politician. Local politician. It was Donald Trump. Panel. Sick. Sick. Okay. I will sort all of this stuff, air quotes, soon TM. But we can at least see the inflation of the item count here in just a moment, so that'll feel nice. This should be quite a bit of deposits. Is that everything? Must be. Okay, relic vault. I should pull this out. I should put this in. This will actually inflate the. This will actually inflate quite a bit. The item count. Hold. When will we go target farming? That's a good question. I mean, I really should be doing it now, to be honest with you. I think a lot of people may not want to hang out for that, so it's kind of easy for me to want to build another tune. And to be clear, hold on, let's actually look at this so I can get my thoughts in order. 1751. Let me reload this. To be clear, I was trying to do that. So 18. So that was 3%. That was 3% of items, by the way. Just so you guys know. Well, what I was doing a while ago was building multiple tunes and like kind of stopping in various locations. So we have a pilgrim, we have our channeler, we have a cider worker. The cider worker is basically ready for legendary. Sorry, in legendary. We are almost ready for legendary. We have a sage. And so kind of the idea for a while was to get multiple tunes in various locations so that they could target farm. I think that's a bad idea now that the more I think about it. So what percent? I don't actually know. I don't actually know. But I do need to target farm soon. Like everybody knows that I need to target farm very, very soon to get at least some normal stuff complete. So like the uniques. I mean, I'm pretty close on a lot of monster infrequents for Act 1, I think. Let's see. Let me look at the monster infrequents. So normal. So, I mean, if we just go down this list, it's like I have a ton of stuff on normal, but there's a ton of holes. And when I get to those holes, I'm just like, I don't know if I want to farm for that. You know, like this shaman stuff, that'll be easy to get. The mummy stuff might not be so easy. We just have to focus on it for sure. Can't believe we don't have Prowler on normal. Oh, this is cuffs and leg guards. Okay. Yep. Okay, let me actually archive this guy. I think I should make a berserker. I guess it's technically been a year since I played one. Technically. Let me archive this bozo. So let me tag him as retired, I guess. I don't know if I want to retire him. We can always untag it, and then we'll pull him out of the menu. So now he's archived. Now he's not in the menu. Now you can see he's disappeared. He's not here anymore. Not here. Seeking the Holy Grail is hard work. Yeah, I think I do want to do a Slayer. So you guys had pitched defense and what did you guys say? Hunting and defense? Slayer? The only reason there's literally nothing wrong with the warden. The only reason I don't know if I want to play defense again is because my previous character was Juggernaut, which is defense. Literally no hate towards Warden. Warden's great. It's awesome. And so that's kind of why I was pitching like Slayer, so that we can maintain. I don't play hunting very often, even though I do have a pilgrim right now. So the idea of a Slayer, I love the idea. I just love it. Is spear and go. Was it pride? Who has pride? Make sure that I get who has pride. Who has pride? Just so I can have +5 to Warwind. It's so awesome. It's not even that good of a weapon. It's just so awesome. And then also, I think a lot of people don't play Slayer with a spear. And so then the idea would be like Warwind. I don't know if you need the base to be maxed. Probably you don't. And then yeah, Warwind with Lacerate, and then Spear Dance. Oh god, that looks so cool. That honestly looks so cool. Yeah. I think that's what we'll do starting tomorrow. Probably a Slayer. Because what would we do with Warden? Warden then... I guess you would play with the spear as well, right? And just not get the... Yeah, you don't use the club stuff. Yeah, there's plenty of bleed damage, right? Yeah, we could do fizz bleed damage here. I just think defense. I just played too much defense. I just played too much defense. And definitely not enough hunting. The only other thing I was interested in, there's two other things I was interested in revisiting. I want to do Champion again, rest in peace Champion. That was such a stupid death. And I also want to do either Magician or Sork. And the problem with doing Sork is Storm is just so OP, and I played it recently. And then Earth is I played it recently, but I want to throw knives again. I want to do a knife throw build. Which, to be fair, you could do a knife throw build with basically any rogue combo. We could do like rogue and Dream, Or like rogue and what's the Nadan? Yeah, disruptor. Knife throw build is stupid. Yeah, there's so much. There's so much to do. Yeah, I think Slayer tomorrow, guys, for sure is what we'll do. And I'll likely do what I normally do. We'll pick up weapon training. Actually, no. This is... Yeah, we could still do weapon training. Or actually, we could skip it since we're going to transition into spears anyways. Yeah, we could just do spears specifically. So then what I would do is probably 1 point this, 1 point this, and then full send that. That's level 8. Technically 7. And then go... Do we full send for spear dance? That's 25. Oh, God, that's 25. Sheesh, no. Yeah, then we go wood lore. Then we go maybe takedown. Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, then we go for Call of the Hunt. Yeah. Okay. And this. Yeah, okay. This looks good. Maybe not even 8 out of 8, but 1 out of 8. Yeah, all this looks good. Yeah, this is basically Act 2. Okay. Okay. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Yes, Slayer tomorrow, boys. I'm going to end like 10 minutes early. I know I was late a little bit today. I'll be on time tomorrow. Fingers crossed. And then also bonus stream. Don't forget bonus stream Sunday, Saturday. Right. Be here. Be here. Be here. TQ2 on the Future Game Show. Hell yeah. Yeah, gamers, thanks for hanging out. My name's Kerplunk. Thanks for being here. Slayer tomorrow. Yeehaw, Chandler's done. GG, boys. Yep, nice to see you guys. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye. See you guys. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.